Hello and welcome to a LEGO DC bootleg slash knockoff review of a bunch of random one-off DeCool DC releases. So we have here a Rainbow Batman, these don't have any numbers by the way, a Black Flash, Zebra Batman, and a Joker, a really awesome Joker. This one has a number, D006, Batman 3000, also by DeCool, and a Catwoman, D007. So I'm guessing these supposed to have numbers somewhere, but they just stop on the selling page, so I don't know what numbers they're supposed to be. But let's look at the Catwoman one first. Just sort of random one-off thing that they did. Not sure why. This is based on the LEGO Batman movie Catwoman that's just come out recently, and her entire whip piece is soft material, by the way, from top to bottom. Makes it a little bit harder for you to put it into her hand. And here's the official LEGO one, as you can see here, because the bootleg does not have the belt buckle piece, but they did bother to print the entire thing just like the official one. They're calling this DeCool, but doesn't have the DeCool body shape. DeCool has been molding female characters with a little hip, like indent, instead of the black there. They actually mold that in. So just removing the mask, you can see the faces underneath. The skin color is very pale compared to the official one. The eyes are also slightly misprinted, looks a bit dodgy. And the back there, the silver is much brighter than the official one. That's not a bad or good thing, it's just different. And yeah, the face, the eyes are just a little bit off compared to the official LEGO one. And they've actually not bothered molding the new Catwoman head. This is the old one that they've just molded in purple plastic. It's just the same as the black shape one, whereas the new LEGO movie one actually has different eye shapes and has a little goggle line going around the back, and this one doesn't have that. It is just the old Catwoman headpiece mold. So that's that. It's okay on its own, but if you want something that's accurate, then wait for another bootleg to produce them, I guess. Next up we have this. This is a really awesome Batman 1989 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and this is a Joker variation from that. He's got a, well, he's not supposed to come with a sword or anything, but there you go. He's got a fencing sword. Yeah, the head especially is super awesome. This looks so much like Jack Nicholson Joker face, and the body too. I'm so happy to have this. This is really, really cool. And as to why they've done this, out of everything, they've just randomly done a Joker like this. All I can guess is because recently Hot Toys released this Joker variant as a suit. And I've seen a trend here when action figures get variants and stuff, very quickly someone will customize a LEGO figure to look like the action figure, much like the 8-bit Batman. That was a thing. 8-bit Batman was a figure released by, I think it was NECA. NECA had a regular Batman 1989 figure, and then they released the 8-bit version with the purple coloring. And then very quickly after that, there's been 8-bit colorings of, someone did a custom LEGO figure in 8-bit coloring, and of course the bootlegs copied that. So I'm guessing someone saw the Hot Toys, made their own custom figure, and then the bootleg company's like, right, we're gonna do that too. Let me just remove his hat there, so you can see the rest of the head. It's pretty cool. I like that they also come with hairpiece, just in case you want that. This is just the regular Joker hairpiece, which doesn't quite fit Jack Nicholson Joker, but it's nice. It's nice that it's there. So go in the back there. There you go. Batman 3000 suit. So next we have 3000 Batman. Previously we've had one, I can't remember if it was DLP or Dargo, but here's the previous version. And you can see his skin is super pale, almost like vampire Batman. The body design is also a little bit different, so is the leg design. Now what they've done here, they've done a pretty good arm and leg print on their version, whereas the other one just has arm print. It's not bad, but the details on this one is much nicer. Just going to remove the mask. And you can see that, oh look, it's Cyclops. The other one actually has a face underneath, so depending on how you feel, this one has a better head. So I feel like it has a better head. On the back he does have a secondary face, and the other one does not. So in that sense, he's slightly better, but I'm not too bothered with dual faces. And here's the back of the back body print. The other one has that, and both of these are pretty similar, but again, it's a bit different. I'm gonna go with the DeCool one being better because this guy here, his cape is also really, really thick, and it feels durable, I guess, but it's a bit too thick for playing. But this one here, it's two colored fabrics glued together, so you have a red and black effect. I really like this cape. This is a very, very nicely done cape. And, you know, aside from the head thing looking a little bit off, yeah, the mask on this one also looks a bit weird. Yeah, note that this one is, even though they cut the bottom off, it's based on the older bat mask that LEGO has produced, whereas this one's actually molded after the new one. So, I kind of like this mask more. It's nice, but this one overall as a figure, this one's a nicer version. But of course, this came in a pack of with other Batman suits as well. So that's something you might consider if you just. Because this one's just on its own. It's not in a set or anything, so if you just want to get this, you're going to have to pay a little bit of a higher price because you can't get it in a set price. Next up, we have Black Flash here. I have two of these because it almost looked like it was chrome from the photos on the website, but it's not. Still, it's nice to have two here just for comparisons, I guess. I'm just going to remove the mask on one of these. And we've had Black Flashes before, but not with this mask. If I just bring in the Black Flash comparison, this one's I believe a Pogo one, but this is one of the earlier Pogo releases based on the pretty popular Black Flash I've seen online with the molded Flash logos on his next to his ears. But this one is just printed on, so it doesn't have the 3D effect. Whereas this one, DeCool actually gives you a mask, so you sort of get that effect going on. Design is pretty much the same, just one's a bit stretched, the one's a bit like closer. I think the body on this one looks a lot nicer because it actually does have silver printing and linings, whereas this one's just sort of white. And I'm gonna move the two flash flames off this one, of the DeCool one. Oh, and yeah, so you can see the side there. You can see he's got like side body print, no, side leg print and arm print. As this only has arm, and the back there is also pretty detailed. Yeah, the DeCool one is definitely nicer than this one, but this one doesn't have the ears printed on the side, and this one doesn't, which I kind of like. So I think they're both pretty good, but this one's better. We have had a few other Black Flashes from before. Both of these are the Xingyon versions done a while ago, and the cool thing about these, the older ones, is the Xingyon ones, is that they both use the Flash helmet from the second LEGO Batman video game. So that's kind of cool that they have those, but they're quite different from this one. Next up is Rainbow Batman. Someone online has been doing customized versions of Batman figures into the Rainbow Batman, and it's become quite popular. And of course, so the bootlegs went ahead and did that. And again, these capes are double layered. You can see it's red on one side and green on the other. So it's a double layered or double-sided printed cape. I will be filming a DLP set review soonish that also has a Rainbow Batman in there, as well as doesn't have, yeah, Zebra Batman. So I'm going to compare that in that video. But here we have the Batman with his gear taken off, and you see he's got arm printing. The head looks almost like an official LEGO head. The paint is a little bit iffy though, because this is DeCool after all, where the paint always is a little bit iffy. But the back of the body is printed as well, side of the legs. So overall, it's pretty nice. And if you look at the side and the back of the helmet, you can see they tried to do a straight line across, printed across, but see a little bit of yellow on top there that's missing some paint. And the side here, just to see look the quality on both of these. This one's also missing some paint on the top. So that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna miss paint on top and side of these helmets when you get them. Next up is Zebra Batman. Again, this is also in the DLP Julie Pin set that I'm going to film soon. But again, this is a double layered cape, so it actually feels quite hard. It reminds me of the original LEGO capes when they were quite tough back then. He does actually come with a glow-in-the-dark head, so I'm going to try that momentarily. Here he is with his gear taken off, just to see the cape here. Yep, the pattern on both sides are completely different. If I match this up, yeah, every cape will be unique because it's just a random black and white piece of fabric that they cut on different angles. So every cape's unique. Woohoo! Super collector's edition. Yeah, the bat mask has no zero prints on the side. It just goes and all the top, but you got some on the back as well, so that's cool. And so we got the front of the body there, and you got the side leg print, side arm print, as well as back body print. So I'm gonna turn that off and then just see it's glowing. Turn more lights off. And one more. You see that? Well, it's definitely glowing, but unless I turn all the lights off, there's still sunlight coming into my room. So, but there you go. You know it's glowing, so that's something. I'll get the lights back on. And there you go. So, pretty cool figure. And I'm guessing if one of the previous bootlegs that one of the Bat BVS bootlegs with the bat suit, one of those is supposed to have a glowing head. Not all bootlegs did the glowing head thing. So if you're missing a glowing head, you can get one from here and just swap that in. Oh, and one last thing about this, guys. Unfortunately, the face print on some of these are not exactly layered. Now this Batman here looks like he's got nostrils and he's got a black line going through the eyes, and this one has a bit better print, so I'm going to keep this one because it has a bit better print, but so that's something to be mindful of. So there you go, a bunch of pretty cool, just random one-off DC character bootlegs. So yeah, that's what DeCool is doing. I have not seen, now while I did tell the seller to not ship these in boxes, I have not seen any images that these actually come in boxes, if I was to ask for the boxes. So DeCool could be following, like unless they're releasing a full set like the Deadpool stuff or the Iron Man Chrome stuff, I'm gonna guess that DeCool will be doing away with the boxes as well, which I'm totally fine with because that's greener. I don't know. Some people keep the boxes, I don't. They all go in the recycling bin. So I'm actually quite happy for these not to have any boxes. So if you like boxes, then tough. So there you go. Not really sure numbers on these, no boxes, but they're pretty good figures. So if you're in Hong Kong, actually, some sellers are selling these. They have a little bag of them, so you just, which is another good thing because you can actually see the quality of the figure before you buy it if you buy in the streets. So you can just pick it up, look in the bag, make sure the print is nice before paying. But of course, it does cost a little bit more when you buy them in the streets. I buy them from Taobao.com, where they're a bit cheaper, especially when you buy in bulk. So if you can do that, try that. But they don't ship internationally, so it's going to be hard for you.